Finally made it. I finally made it to the Yogi Zen den. I'm pretty sure. Nope, wrong way. So, like I was saying, a real yogi lives off the grid. This is some serious work this man's putting in. He's spent about 48 days out here by himself with no food, folks. So this is the first appearance. First time he's seen a real human in about 48 days. So here we are. It's the yogi. Hi Yogi, how you doing?
I've taken a vow of silence, so I'm going to do this video totally silent, but my other body's speaking for me.
Yes. So I have a few questions for you. So what made you come out here, and what are you living off of, and has this been a good healing journey for you?
Well, I came up here to get away from the noise of the world, and even the world of itself with its many illusions, which are the body. These bodies, every human is like an illusion of the past. And I'm just tired of people complaining and talking shit and really wondering what life's about. So nature's my teacher. That river is everything to me. It gives me the reflection that I need of emptiness, because the river is just letting it go. It's taking it all away, moment by moment. So I've gained deeper levels of my own interest in meditation by not even trying to meditate. You're just in a state of, can I call it the awe state? A state of awe, like beyond the mind, beyond even what I can say about the speech. That's why my inner teacher told me not to speak anymore, but I'm doing it purposely because this is important information. It's important information that you need to hear and to really settle in to your own enlightened state. If you can achieve it, you can reach it, you have to let something go.
Very nice. Now, how many days has it been since you eaten?
I ate yesterday, and
okay.
I realized that this food affliction and addiction is that when you start feeling really empty, the emptiness is 2 and 3 and 4 days is when you get deeper into your self-reflection. And it's really hard a lot to feel the emotions and feelings of frustration and pain of this world, because I think we're all really attached. We're all really connected to where I am continuing to eat almost dutifully because I'm caught in the wheel with others, meaning I'm not only feeding myself, I'm feeding others who are also calling to be fed. Is that kind of, but that, so achieving the state of non-eating is one of the most difficult states of presentness. To be present in the moment is to feel everything, and sometimes that's why people are doing these things, drinking and the smoking and the distracting, because if you were really present, you would see how much suffering you're experiencing. You'd see that you are in samsara, and that the Four Noble Truths that Buddha spoke about are really our emancipation and liberation.
Very nice. Well put, Yogi. Do you plan to return to the TV world, you so call? Or
this TV world that I call, no. My inner teachers have said for me to stay up here for a very, very long period that goes beyond what I can actually even give you a time of, because what else exists in this world is actually pulling me down. Every time I go down the mountain, down the hill, I go down the hill. Everything goes down fucking hill. Yeah. And that's the frustrating part, is we could all wake up if we had a consensus. If everybody knew that, okay, today, well, for example, we're not going to work today. We're not going to text. We're not going to do anything but take one day and keep it the Lord's Day, the Sabbath day, the holy day, the day where nothing happens except what happens, but because you didn't make any plans for it to happen. And that's the state I live in. I live in like this is my last freaking day on earth, the last day, and what would I be doing? What would I be doing on the last day? Well, that's where I'm at, and I ask people to do the exact same thing.
Yeah. Well, we all know your great achievements with the yoga swing, and you know, all your TV shows you've been on, and your amazing coconut stand. So we'd like to see you make a return one of these days and really show the world who you are. You know, you're a beautiful, creative, genius person, and you know, you've had so many great ideas and so many great things you've done, but in some fashion you got shot down, but it's still not over. You still have a great return.
Well, let me give you an example then.
Yeah.
See, we all wear glasses. We all wear tinted glasses, tint them the way we see life. I realize that there's a lot I can share to people, but people didn't really get the full me.
Yeah.
I may not have a long beard, but in me is a guru. In me is a one that actually wants to give the real truth to you, give the real truth to, and the blessing that we need some guidance. I've gotten my inner guidance, but listening to that inner guidance, a lot of people don't get it. Meaning we could all be masters, and we're all masters. Even the drunk's a master. We're just not attuning to our highest achievement, our highest ability. That's why I did retreat from the world, because the world's not getting, it's too loud out there. It's too noisy, you know. I did create the yoga swing so people could move their body in all sorts of ways in their house. The thing is, most people don't want to move like that. They want to just, they want to just, and that's what I have to allow them. I can't. There was a time in my life when I wanted to help and change people, but now I realize that everyone's on their path. Everyone can leave the cities and go in the mountains as if this is the last day on earth. They don't need, but they think they do. Whatever glasses they put on, that's their, you might say, their makeup. Women put on makeup. So we make up our lives. How do you make up your life is the real choice, and that's why I think, if I can say it, I think psychedelics are really one of the elements that we're missing in our daily or our monthly inner dietary habitat. Meaning, when you start doing psychedelics, lysergic acid, mushrooms, the other things that are available in nature, we can start to attune to why we came here, because we're really hyperdimensional beings. I feel actually in a lot of ways I'm an alien trying to be a human, meaning I'm hyperdimensional, but as soon as you start stuffing different foods in your body, especially a caffeine and sugars, things that cause your body to overwork itself, you get into a cycle of dying. And that's where we're all at. We're all like living in the body in its non-optimum form. So it's always trying to eliminate, trying to come back into balance, but we never come back into balance because we're always infiltrating our body with more caffeine every day, for example. And I can't even touch caffeine because it affects my meditation and my presentness. So this is what I think why the world has gone the way it has, is because we're so addicted and not seeing the essentials of life. The essentials of life is first emptiness before we fill. You know, first empty the cup so you can fill it. And so, again, I don't want to control people, but I do think that there is a higher way, and I do believe I know it. And you do too. The thing is, you have to go and quest. I lived in a cave for many years. I went and quested myself to find out what enlightenment is, and you can get enlightened in a cave. Just don't bring your mind in there. You know?
It's a nada.
Yeah, listen to the sound, the nada, the current. So the sound vibration, again, out here, you hear a certain frequency that you don't hear in the cities, and I find that, okay, if I stay here long enough, many, many days, I get higher and higher and clearer. So I encourage others to do that, really. That if anything, I'm an example of where we can go, rather than saying that I'm a guru anymore, because I believe that we're all that. We're all the highest reflection. We just forget, and we play with ourselves, and a lot of times we get, you might say, in that wheel, the hamster wheel, and we look at other people and they're in the hamster wheel and they go, oh, I guess this is where I'm meant to be, or I'm supposed to be. The thing is, we have to burn it. We got to burn our karma, and that takes pain. That takes, like you might say, pulling out our own root canal. We have to do it ourselves. No one's going to do it for us, because we're all crying inside, and we're crying for the truth.
Question. So you've been out here around 45 days. Have you had any visual experiences, like a vision quest kind of thing going on out here, or just truly going deep inside, which is could be the same thing?
Another deep side was just the other day.
Yeah.
I was told to stop speaking, and I got it very clear. It all came together in one moment. It was when my heart had opened up to a place, and I was so clear being in the waters and playing in this environment, that the heart and throat and mind connection of how we speak it's hardwired. Meaning, when we have pain or when we want to say something, we say something, right? Well, that was cut off. Meaning, my heart had come back to its center, itself, and the heart was just like, there was no ability to speak because I didn't have anything crying inside. I didn't have anything to share. I was at that place where the umbilical cord was cut, and I was free of having to speak. So now I'm speaking because it's so important to understand that when we no longer need and we're silent, then we really understand the truth. Those who speak don't know, those who don't speak know. And that's what really came together in that epiphany of something that came to me like a wow experience, and that was doing it straight. Just when the highest high is when you're free of everything. That's the highest high.
All right, well, thank you very much, Yogi. It was great to see you. And,
Absolutely.
And make sure you're doing okay out here, and I'll show the world.
Yeah, and I just want to, encourage others to, because we're all blessed, but we can only bless others when we have a gift to give them. Meaning, we got energy. I'm giving you the gift is, retire. This is your last day on earth. What would you be doing? Exercise your life like you have the house burning on fire, like this planet is, and get the hell out to a place that is accommodating your needs. Out here, I can sleep without even a blanket. Nights, it's quiet, it's clear, the energy's penetrating, and I have all the water to drink. So my needs are being met. Are your needs being met? Feel it, think about it, and get on the ball or get off the ball, because something's really not working in your life, because it can always work better. And that's the thing. Fine tune your Ferrari, this machine, this body, that's all you got. Quit fucking around and fucking off and get with the program. What program is that? If I can help you, email me or call me, because there'll be information about how to reach me. Because I might be your friend and your best teacher at this time to kind of push you along to where I'm at. So, aloha to you, love and light. God bless.
Thank you, Yogi.